revenue. You say, well, you know, I'm going to deliver those services at some point, and so all those funds I took in, I'm just going to recognize that over time as the services come to bear. There's a big difference when you are obligated to perform a service and you're not. So you'll hear people talk about, you see people write about and blog about deferred revenue and how you can spread that over time. Be really careful, because this is not a time for us to be cavalier. Of course, I'm sounding very scoldy, right? Somebody says, we scare because we care, right? This is important stuff if you're looking out for tax. Do the right thing. How it's used in the enterprise is really important. And some of the things we talk about, I referenced revenue recognition. If you're in the business and you're issuing a token, think about barter transactions. The fact that those are real taxable transactions. Property for property, you have gain when you exchange a token for fiat, right? Or a property or service. Basis tracking matters, really, really big deal. These are all the things we think about in the enterprise with a tax lens. Crypto does not cross borders gracefully. It just doesn't, right? Somebody's going to care with a tax lens. They're going to care. Get it right. Make sure you look at these things. Think about transaction taxes. Sales tax here, VAT abroad. It doesn't squarely fit into a nice bucket, right? The rules all exist and they apply. None of them cite crypto. None of them. None of them talk about tokens. Every once in a while you hear somebody comment about in their jurisdiction how crypto may fit in, but it's pretty light. The legislation is still pretty light, but be thoughtful about it because we do have to think about how we fit in these constructs. Don't forget to file your tax return, to go online and see all the transactions attributable to you and send you a nice little love letter that says, we noticed you may have had some transactions last year. We didn't really see those on your tax return. We'd like to talk about it, right? In our discussions with the service, IRS, the service, they're right. They can sort of take their time. So remember that element of transparency as you're looking at crypto too, and looking at transactions and saying how can we get ahead of this. As we scale in your enterprises, such as you're thinking about new and unique ways to secure the business and the operations and the tokens, think about whether or not there's tax considerations involved or accounting implications. Think about all of the unique control mechanisms. As you grow and you become a mature state business, you have to think about, how do I justify to an external party I have the right controls in place to secure those assets if somebody else were to care. Think about, as you iterate through those business models, bringing the right people in to think on your behalf on a real-time basis. This is super hard. We're seeing commerce evolve in means that we've never seen, and it's a little bit gravity-free. Doesn't it feel that way? And so get the right people in and help you get some advice, particularly as you expand into these new models and new jurisdictions. So hopefully this was helpful. We do a lot of stuff at Deloitte, and would love to talk to you. We're over in the booth with tax people, with technologists, and we'd love to continue the conversation. Thanks for having us today. Enjoy the rest of the conference. Sure. Yep. There you go. You're welcome.
He's saying wait. He'll switch.
All right. Turn around.